Good evening, dear students. Welcome to Unacademy YouTube. I hope you guys are doing well and in great health. Very quickly, let's have a look how many of you have joined. Okay. Very good evening. How are you guys? Okay, I can still see people joining in. Apparently, they'll join in sometime. Okay. Hi, Vedant. Yes, this is a class 12th topic. I'm sure that there might be a correction which will be corrected. Thanks for pointing out, beta. But this is class 12th. And yes, I think that will be corrected. Don't worry. That will be rectified. Thank you so much for seeing. I'm also observing the same thing. Don't worry. Welcome everybody in the class. For everybody who's going to watch this later on and who's busy with the unit test, I hope you guys are doing well and good health. Of course, today we are going to start with the part two of this topic. Discussion on the meeting of life challenges. Part one, we have discussed most of the things, and today we are going to exactly jump on the part two. Before that, my name is Professor Urmi. I am your plus educator for CBSE class 11th and 12th. I take up your sociology and psychology, and of course, all the new details of new batch courses are being given to you. So please go ahead and enroll for the SEM, and all the details will be given to you on the learning app. You can also join my Telegram channel and get all the updates. You can use my referral code, that's Urmi Live, and unlock the free classes on special and YouTube, which will help you to ace your final examinations and perform better. Please understand the times are still tough. Uh, Take care as much as you can, stay safe as much you can, and let's crack it. The Unacademy iconic offers and the plus subscribe options for the plus subscribers, of course, has been given a push, and the offer is updated till the 25th of July, as you can see. So move ahead and check that out for free CBSE subscriptions, class 12th. For 11th, we have many different subscription plans for the people who are trying to get on board. So go ahead and check them out. Like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the Humanities channel, and you will get all the videos which we bring to you in our day to day life. You can also join the channel which is given in the link description as being mentioned. You already know the entire Unacademy Humanities family. You learn from them. They are your everyday mentors, from political science to history, from English to Hindi, from sociology to psychology, from geography to again English, history, etc. I think we have got it covered for you all, from top educators every single day on the website. We bring to you subjects like history, pol science, economics, geography, English, and sociology. India's top humanities educators will help you prepare for your school and board examinations, interacting with our educators during the live sessions and asking your doubts, which will help you to improvise and perform well. Use your educator's code and unlock a 10% discount on whichever platform you want. Plus or Unacademy Humanities. So now I'm going to show you what we did in the previous class, and we were supposed to start exactly from the post the social stress factors. So we have discussed about the nature, the types of stress. We spoke about eustress, what is good stress, what is bad stress. We spoke about and discussed about the nature of stress, the definition, the psychological point of view, what are the current life scenarios where we feel stressed and how we can overcome it. We have seen different stressors which in our day-to-day life we have seen, which is pushing you for a stress reaction, or different characteristics or modes of response. Okay, you may call these as performance pressure. We've spoken and done all of this. We have also discussed about the cognitive theory which was propounded by Lazarus and his friends. We have discussed about, like I told you, the theoretical definition of stress. Psychologically, what do you understand by the concept of stress, and how can you explain and define the same? Stress and symptoms. That how do you know that a person is stressed? What are the uh, ways of realizing that this person is going through this situation and this person has to overcome? What is a warning sign? How can it get fatal if not treated well? We have discussed all of these in the previous class, so if any of you have missed this, go ahead and check it back. We have discussed about the types of stress, the three major types of stress, which is physical and environmental, psychological and social. What are the differences? Okay, when you're tired, when your body needs rest, when you're not able to give yourself enough sleep, when you're not giving yourself good food, when you're not able to rest yourself. Your body requires so many things at one go that you don't know how to overcome these stress factors. So these are the three major types of stress, which is physical, environmental and psychological. Also social, when you don't know how to deal with people, how to overcome their thoughts, peer pressures. Okay, all these things are very, very important when it comes to dealing with these factors. Physical and environmental, like I told you, when it is pollution, when it is seasonal changes, when it is about, even the pandemic. I think pandemic also, you all are aware that it has given us so much of stress because we are tensed about our work, economically, what is happening, how we are growing, how we are losing things. All these things play a very important role when we speak about stress, or when we speak about the stress factors that are affecting our day to day life. Psychological stress is when we worry about issues, when we have different problems, when we have anxiety, when we have anxiousness, when we are not able to deal with it, which causes further distractions and discrepancies in our thoughts and in our, day to day life. We don't know what to be done. Now, coming to the basics, I have already given you a thumbs up on what all are new things with Unacademy and what all we are giving you. We are bringing to you the different kind of subscription features at the Plus platform, where we are giving you amazing educators who are taking your full length course and syllabus with regular doubt clearing sessions, exhaustive coverage. Every fourth session is a doubt clearing session, if you're aware of it. We bring to you MCQs, different batch courses. Every single now and then, you can reach out to your mentors on the Telegram group, discuss about your issues, unit test revisions, the practice. I think during such unprecedented times, if you're sitting from, hi Prachi, good evening, welcome to the class. If you're sitting from your, if you have a comfort to be from your home, you're learning. I think nothing like it, because of course, then CBSE is coming up with new updates that your syllabus is going to be changed and there will be reduction. We bring to you all the updates where you will know what is happening and what is going to be next. In fact, we are making sure that you are prepared for the adversities and to accept the changes and challenges which the boards have brought into our life because of the pandemic. We have brought some amazing batches of the optional batches also for class 11th and 12th. uh, as you can see, I'm taking up psychology. So these are some optional batches which we have commenced, along with home science, informatics, physical education, Hindi, entrepreneurship, with amazing educators on board. Pallavi ma'am for home science, Lavjeet ma'am for informatics, psychology is taken by me, physical education is taken by Arpit sir. Then we have Hindi by Ashish sir, and Lucky sir takes entrepreneurship. Same thing for class 12. Now, these are the batches which have commenced from the 21st of June. That is, just the previous month. So, these are 3-month batches. So, exactly from June, July, August. and the few days of September. We are going to have an extensive syllabus coverage in this. Please go ahead and check it out. If you have it not enrolled yet for the batch, check and enroll for the same. Now, coming to the amazing educators on board, again, you have Pallavi ma'am for home science, Lavjeet ma'am for informatics. I'm taking psychology. Zaki Qureshi sir is taking physical education for class 12. Hindi is by Ashish sir and Lucky sir for entrepreneurship. There are some more batches which have commenced. These are the Let's Crack final exams from the May month. As you are aware that we believe in preparing at a very early phase when it comes to examinations, when it comes to boards, and academically we want to be aware that we are doing revision given amount of times, not just once but at least twice or thrice. The revisions are very important for you to ace your final examinations and practice and prepare for the same. Physics, chemistry, maths, English, bio. Again, 9 months courses. The medium of language here is English. We have class 11th, where is history, economics, pol science, English, socio, geography. Amazing educators for you guys. I'm taking up sociology as well. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm taking up class 11th and 12th. 11th is at 8:30, 12th is at 9:45 p.m. There's a new batch of sociology is going to start from the 2nd of August. Go on my Unacademy profile, you will get all the details given there. Similarly, for class 11, you have science batches. Again, medium of languages can be English as well as in Hindi. We take care of both the batches in English and Hindi both, because of course we have learners from all the different areas and arenas. Even for commerce, we have some amazing educators who are taking up subjects like accountancy, business studies, economics, English, maths. Again, these definitely help you because these are some core subjects which will help you to give a push for your course and syllabus. From Dhwani ma'am to Vinay sir, Kunal sir, Anita ma'am, Ramahuja sir. Again, commerce, science, Hindi, we have it all. Even for English and political science, history, we have Hindi courses as well, where you can ask the educator to help you with the medium of language is Hindi. Coming to the test series, this is a very important segment which you should not miss. Rather, we have started it for class 11 from the 8th of May, every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 1 p.m. And for class 12th, we have the weekend MCQ test series from Science, Commerce, and Humanities, all the three branches. For 5th of June, we have commenced this again 9 to 1 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. So the Plus platform comes with different subscription plans. Please choose and go through the one which you want and which you are aware of and which you can probably that suits your comfort. I would always advise you to go for a bigger plan, because that will overall give you a push and help you to learn things in a more descriptive manner, because of course it will help you to prep up for your syllabus on a long term basis. Iconic is for people who are not pretty sure of group studies. They want to prefer a one-on-one segment where they have personal mentors. So you basically get a one-on-one guidance from the top educators of your concerns, whichever subject you're choosing. Doubt clearing session, weekly reports, your parents are aware of it. Regular open hours are available for the parents to discuss their child and what are the problems. Study planners. So all the benefits of an academy subscriptions are given here, from live classes to top educators, mock test series, quizzes. Okay, every single thing. Hi Abhijit, good evening. Welcome to the class, beta. Iconic plans. These are the plans for you guys. Please move ahead and check it out. You can use my referral code Urmi Life and get and avail a straight 10% discount. If you haven't enrolled for the Unacademy Plus or Iconic yet, please go ahead and check this out. In fact, this will help you fetch a 10% straight flat discount. You can download the app from Google Play and App Store and get all the details. Like I have mentioned, that these are some latest things which we have Unacademy has brought for you guys. Now, coming to frustration and conflicts, I think we have done internal pressures and social pressures. In the previous class, we also studied about social stresses. Now, we were supposed to start from life changes. Okay. Now, of course, both big and small. Life change comes in both the ways. It can be big, it can be small. So a death in the family, a sudden movement, you're moving and shifting to a new house. These are some things which can probably be very, very stressful when you want to move emotionally, psychologically, physically. I think it becomes very stressful because it is, hi Aditya, good evening, welcome to the class. It becomes very stressful, guys, because it's a life event where you are moving to a new place where you're imagine you're breaking up. You were in a long term relationship since such a long time, and suddenly there's a breakup and you really don't know what to be done. Okay, It can be a short period of time, or it can be sudden. It takes real time for people to face it. Okay, now these are some of the life changes. Now coming to the chapter, if I can show you, I'm sure that the screen is visible to you guys. I have also shown you the life skills are also about how to cope up and come out of it. Coping up stress. There are different strategies. Hi song station, how you doing beta? I was waiting, where were you? Okay. I think when it comes about relationship, like I mentioned, this needs to be figured out in a very comparatively a proper way. You can say that this needs to be taken care in the right amount or right way, because you can't really figure out things um, if you don't give it a shot, if you don't work for it. Okay. Hi Nitin, good evening, how are you doing? Welcome to the class. So yeah, let me quickly take the highlighter so it becomes easy for you guys. Laser pointer. Yeah. So like I told you, the key to a sound lasting relationship is of course about communication. If you don't communicate in a relationship, it can be anything. It can be a professional relationship, it can be a personal relationship, it can be in between friends, it can be in between your mother, your relatives, it can be anybody. If you don't communicate properly. Hi Hina, good evening. Finally, welcome to the class beta. Hello Nitin. When you don't communicate properly, okay, I think that can create a lot of issues. Okay, so the key here is communicating. Okay, ma'am thoda tez bolo. Okay, all right, Hina, I hope now I'm audible beta. I hope. Communication, you must know, is the most important part to avoid stress, to come out of it, probably deal with people in the right sense or approach. Okay, and not just this, when we speak about relationship, it is also about listening to the other person. Okay, listening to the other person, knowing or how he or she is feeling, etc. Moving to the next angle is self care. Okay, if you don't want stress to take over your lives, you should be very much careful and conscious that you take care of your body, you take care of your thoughts, you take care of your uh, mind. Okay, मैम ये सेशन लेट हो गया आपका. मैंने बहुत वेट किया. Hina, I told you, no, beta, that I usually take up in this time only. So, because I have plus classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I usually take it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, beta. So that's why I told, no, the previous class, any which ways. So I hope this helps you now, Hina. Now, self care is a very important part where you have to be aware that if you keep yourself healthy, okay, you have to understand that this is about channelizing. Okay, so as you can see, we are taking everything from the NCRT. We are directly studying from the book, because most of you guys have unit test. So I'm not figuratively taking it from alternate sources. I'm focusing on the book because it will help you to score good in your exams. Self care is the very important part. Okay, uh, it helps your nervous system, it helps you to think, it helps you to uh, practice, revise, do every single thing which plays an important role. Life, if you are stressed, it affects your there can be different kind of medicinal diseases that can come your way. Acidity, okay, less sleep, all these things play a very important role if you don't take care of your body. Many people say your body is like your temple. You take care of the temple takes care of you. So yeah, environmental status stresses, again, like I told you, that you can not somehow overcome certain things, but at least you can give yourself that space, that you work on your habits. Okay, next is overcoming unhelpful habits. I think some people have these habits of lazing around, procrastination, then they don't want to do anything, probably next time, later. These strategies don't help you. Somewhere or the other, it stops your growth. You don't realize what is going to happen next. In fact, these things, people have to be very sure that you, to avoid stress, you have to avoid things which can be vulnerable. Okay, so perfectionists are persons who have to get everything just right. They have difficulty in varying standards according to the factors which are time availability. Okay, not able to stop working. They are, workaholic, late nights doing things, trying to be the best, trying to achieve, prove the world. This can be very stressful. You need to know where to stop and how to stop. You need to know how much is good enough for you and how much is disruptive the moment you don't stop and you overdo certain things. Okay, rational thinking I spoke about in the previous class, where most of the problems can be sorted with the kind of thinking you have. Stress is also about thinking. Don't you think sometimes? Sometimes it's always about your. Hina, I think you have to, raise, what do you call? आपका sound थोड़ा बढ़ा लो बेटा, because mine is full. If you can see this, it's completely full from my end. Okay. Rational thinking can be, it can be helpful to sort out most of the things. If you are aware that the way you think, the way you feel are very closely connected, guys. So when you are stressed, you have an habit of inbuilting selective bias to attend negative thoughts. And this can be stopped if you forget what is happening. Like I told you, belief. Okay, when I told you about belief. Okay, now when you speak about the unhelpful habits, you can see that positive health can be one of the factors. If your health is good, if your thoughts are good, if you're working out, if you're sleeping in time, this will always help you. Healthy body is equal to a healthy mind, right? Healthy body is equal to healthy mind. Now you can see exercise, you can see diet, a balanced diet. People say, no, if you eat late in the night, then you have acidity. If you have acidity, you don't feel like sleeping. It results in your, sleep cycle. Then early morning, you're not able to wake up. So the entire activity and the flow is just gone. Okay. So have you noticed that these things are interconnected when we speak about health? So of course, when you have seen in your book also, resilience is one factor. You have to understand such things. Okay, dynamic development process refers to the maintenance of positive life culture and understand what is good for you, what is not. Strength, the kind of energy you have, the positive uphealing. These things develop your self esteem, worth. You know that what is correct for you, what is not. You grow in the right manner. Of course, there are different advantages and social advantages which we are speaking. So, tensions, anxiety, all these things, people, physical exercise, this is required, no? People do yoga nowadays. Why? Because they feel they can meditate. They want to be relaxed. They want to get rid of all the bad thoughts that comes across. Okay, they don't want, when we speak about the concept. Okay, Hina is asking resilience. Hina, resilience is basically the capacity, or what you can say is, to come out of difficulties, beta. To the ability which you can have in order to shape up something, where you are trying to, what do you call, the process of adapting well to what is happening around you and face the adversities. Okay, if there's a trauma, if there's a tragedy, you will be able to come out of it in a proper way. That can be resilience, when that can help you to vouch for a better push. You're trying to develop yourself, you're trying to develop your habits, move ahead, accept things. So positive attitude. Now, like I told you, good health, positive health, mind, thoughts, body, every single thing is interconnected here when it comes to the dimension of stress factors. Well-being can be realized by having a positive attitude. Now, some of the factors which are leading to positive attitudes are having an accurate perception of reality. That what is reality? How is it striking? Is it good? Is it bad? A sense of purpose in life and responsibility. Acceptance, tolerance for different viewpoints of others, taking credits, taking blames, putting blames. Finally, you have to understand one thing. If you are positive about something, you suddenly realize that things start looking, that they're turning into great things. It will always help you channelize things, guys. A positive attitude will always help you prosper. It will always help you grow. Next is positive thinking. Attitude and thinking are two different things. Positive thinking is how you reduce stress when you share things, okay? How to have positive reality. See, when you start accepting what is around you, Hina, okay? Now imagine there are things which are going on, and when you don't want to accept, if you don't want to see what is coming, will you ever be able to change, Hina? If you don't accept, if you don't give yourself uh, the push, oh, this can be like this, okay, we can probably try this out. Coping up strategies, you should know that how to avoid certain things, that your mind is not there, you have to divert yourself, and you need to have a better perspective towards life and learn things in the best way. If not, it will never help you, because positive thinking and attitude will directly uh, you know push to your thought process. Now, social support, people around you, your friends, whatever you experience around you gives you a complete open opportunity or a thought process where you want to grow. The more you communicate, the better your thoughts are. Perceived support, talk with people, talk with your friends, your family, speak about your well-being, seek for help. Psychology is being seen and looked upon a subject. Now things are definitely changing, so it will be very bad to say that it's the same like early years and ages. People now give it importance. They know what is the value of seeking a counselor, or talking with a counselor, seeking help, growing theoretically, learning from their network. Okay, social support. What is social support? What is well-being? Because every time it is about maintaining a network. You have to grow with people around you. So don't you feel everyone is mean? See, again, you might have experienced certain things, Hina, where you feel that everybody is mean and you don't want to trust anybody. That's okay. Maybe you have come across some situations where you feel everybody is mean and you don't want to believe in everybody or anyone, which is completely fine. You know, um, everybody has their own way of dealing with such things. I'm not saying that you're wrong. You might be correct, okay, or you might have experienced such things. But what I'm telling you is, look at life at a very broader perspective. Maybe twice it is, you must have failed, but it is not necessary now that the coming five times also you will fail. Maybe you will fly. So of course, seek for support, you know assistance where people go down on financial conditions, or mentally if they are broken and they don't know what to be done. They try to lead towards the um, self harm. They want to harm themselves. They feel that this is the best part, that it is very beautiful that you end your life or something like this, which they feel it is not good. You should always ask for support, because emotional support leads to an individual learning things in the best possible way. Ma'am, can I ask you a person? Of course, Hina, go ahead, beta. So, when we speak about the concept of learning here, again, personal issues, emotional issues, work issues, it all depends on how comfortable you are with the people. See, stress is anxiety and stress. These are two things which are very much a part of our life. You can't really uh, avoid it. As long as you know how to overcome it and talk with people and deal it in the right way. If you don't do that, you never know how will you proceed with it. So you must always understand dealing with this in the right set of mind, or the right frame of mind, is very, very important. Okay, so rest assured that there's a growing evidence that social support requires and leads to mental health benefits for both the giver and the receiver, the one who's seeking for help, the one who's sharing things and helping. Okay, both the ways. It is not always a one way factor, it's always both ways. Okay, so now with this, we have almost covered the entire unit. Okay, what is the correct age of coming in relationship? See, Hina, when we speak about relationship, again going back, because we have studied about these personal relationships even in the chapter, see, improving relationship, I think this is one of the major life skills which we discussed. I think the time when you feel that you're mature enough in dealing with certain things is the correct age, because see, at this age, youngsters, we as millennials, we don't really understand um, whether this is love or infatuation, which we have studied in psychology. I must have told you this in one of the special classes as well. We don't really understand what is the difference between love and infatuation. We get carried away, we have thoughts, but we don't realize that you have to be very practical. First, make sure that you are focused on your life. First, you see that whether you are self-dependent, whether you are independent, or whether you are dependent on somebody for your basic needs and priorities in life. I think this is a topic which I have told you guys before this also, that this is something which completely depends from person to person. Okay, some people can figure it at a very early age. I would always advise you guys to speak with your parents on these things, because these are certain things where your parents know your age, your um growth, your mentality, your emotions. And when it is about love, it is about anger, it is about ego, it is about attitude. I think they are the best people to know you, and they would be the best people to judge you and guide you, because not to be very conscious and to scare you, but they know whether you are ready for it or not. In fact, it is always about a person's opinion. What may be correct for me might not be right for you at this time. Difference is, infatuation is something which you get carried away. This is something, a kind of obsession, where people feel that, okay, I'm not supposed to, I'm not ready to live without a person. It becomes an obsession, which is really wrong. That's an infatuation. Whereas love is a different emotion and feeling altogether. It can be with your mother, it can be your family, it can be anybody, it can be your work, studies, everything. So these are a few things which will help you overcome your stress. Okay, so now let me take you back through the unit. We have discussed in this unit about sources of stress as life challenge. We have spoken about the effects of stress on psychological functioning. We spoke about learning ways to cope up with stress, to know more about the life skills. We spoke about how to remain healthy and be fit, that will help you promote positive health and well-being. In fact, this unit we have discussed certain things of nature of stress, the appraisals, the gas model. Okay, we have spoken about the signs and symptoms of stress. If it is unavoided and if it is not treated properly at a given time, it can be fatal. We spoke about frustration, we spoke about conflicts, we spoke about internal pressures, external pressures, social pressures. Okay, being with friends, being with the family, what is a kind of push which we have. We have spoken about the types of stress. Now we have also discussed about effects of stress and psychological functioning, the definition: emotional, physiological, uh, psychological, environmental, social, all these factors we've discussed. Hassles, traumatic events, okay, death in the family or sudden breakup in a relationship, okay, the cognitive effects, health, behavioral aspects. Okay, then I told you about the gas syndrome, where in the factors that you know about the levels of stress. Okay, the way we have spoken about um, uh, hand sales model, in which we've spoken about how it is criticized about being a limited role in psychological factors of stress. Okay, of course I can. What happens here when your body's or stress is prolonged for a long period of time, basically? So it's like, high temperature, now you require insulins when your sugar is up or when you are not well. So in this model, what he tried to do is he tried to bring the same thing in, in the injuries and illness in people in hospital. So there were the animals, and then there were the people, where the entire situation of this model and the pattern of general adaptation syndrome, according to him, there were stages of alarm reaction, resistance, and exhaustion. In fact, it is even explained properly, where the three phases of alarm was when you feel that there's a stressor, something which is making you feel the pain, the trigger, where your hormones are feeling that there's something which is happening which is not right, how to overcome that. Okay, whether you're ready to fight or flight. This is the first. Second one, a resistance stage, where if stress is prolonged, then how to control. Resistance is when you have to control, when your sympathetic nervous system is calling for resources, that okay, how do I deal with it, how can I control it, because you are trying to make efforts to cope up with the threat through confrontation, that okay, it is happening to me, I am accepting it, I'm ready for it, but how do I deal with it? And this is very important. Second phase. Third phase is the exhaustion. Now, this one is where you have additional stressors which drains your body. You really don't know what to be done. In fact, this is a very alarming phase where this is how you understand the third phase, basically the last part, where physiological systems also get involved in the alarm situation, resistance, and the exhaustion. Because imagine you have high blood pressure, either it will shoot or it will be in control. Okay, so this model has been even criticized a lot, of course, because they reported that there are different appraisals. It is not important, it is not determined that stress will only happen through these situations. It can be anything. How people respond to stress is also important. It is not necessary the way you are dealing with stress, I will also deal with stress in the same way. Everybody has a different approach towards stress. Everybody will have a different way of dealing with stress and stress factors. Okay, so basically, what happens when your body stress is prolonged, it is there for a longer period of time. Okay, now, um, ma'am, how will interest in psychology will help? Hina, I think I'm going to make a video on this very soon. Probably, in fact, today also I have made a video. It will be up live very, very soon on psychology, the careers with psychology, offbeat topics which you can take and study. In fact, there's one video which is even available on Unacademy Humanities. If you go ahead and check it out, you will get the details. So yeah, I think this is about it. So this is the gas model. In fact, you can see the level of the stages here, the three stages which are given in this. In fact, this is a very important part. So go ahead and check it out. Rest, I think we have already done how to cope up with stress, relaxation techniques, stress management techniques. You can meditate, you can work on your life skills, you can work on communicating, improving your relationship, time management, working on your body, working on your self-care routine regime. Okay, analyzing things and working on a positive health. So yeah, I think this is how we have wrapped up. In fact, now coming to the summary of the chapter and coming to the questions, if you can see the review questions, I'm going to take up a question answer session for you guys, in which I will take you through all the questions from your NCRT books. But yeah, before I move ahead, are there any questions still here which you would like to ask me? Please move ahead. Go ahead and ask, guys. If there are any questions you have till here. When is your next class? Hina, my next class is going to be tomorrow. There will be a special class. In fact, I'm taking a special class for psychology in polls also, where I'm explaining this entire unit through polls and MCQs. Uh, you can get all the details on my Telegram channel. I have already shared the link of the class. In fact, you can enroll for it day after tomorrow. That is 22nd, 9:45 p.m. I'm taking up a class for class 12th, psychology in special platform. So please go ahead and enroll for the same. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out, Hina. Is that okay? Any questions still here, guys, before we wrap up? Because, of course, we are done with the part two, and I am sure that this has helped you. So please feel free and ask if you have any questions. And yeah, I hope that you guys are doing good and take care of yourself once again. Um, so if you have any questions, please ask, guys. I'm here and I would help you. Ma'am, you don't get me there. How can I get it? You have to follow me, no? Hina, go on my profile, follow me, take my name. In fact, under this entire video, you will be getting my uh, channel link of Telegram. So please join that and join me for the session, and you will be able to see it once you join and enroll. So yeah, I tried a lot of times. Hina, try to get the Telegram link. I have shared the Telegram link. It is there. And please download the Unacademy Learning app. Search for my name. You will be able to see that better. It will be visible. All right. So, okay, then, my lovely people, take care of yourself. God bless you. Stay safe. Good night. And I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. I hope this was helpful and take care of yourself. Keep cracking it, keep learning, and reach out to the team if you have any queries. Put on your comment section which chapter do you want me to bring for you guys the next. So with this, we have completed class 12th meeting life challenges part 1 and part 2. Coming up next would be the NCRT question and answers, and of course, like I promised, I will definitely bring to you guys even on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching and take